Olá a todos, bem-vindos! I've noticed that it's very common for students to struggle with how to pronounce the vowel O in Portuguese words. While identifying the sound of the O's at the end of words is easy, the same doesn't happen if an O is at the beginning or middle of a word. So in this episode, I want to walk you through several words with the vowel O to help you identify the rules and how to pronounce them correctly. As I usually say, there are always exceptions, unfortunately, but if you follow along these tips, they will be a huge help. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to subscribe. I am also very excited to announce that we are launching our Amazon storefront. I know how hard it is to find books to learn Portuguese here in the US, so I made a selection for you. I also added various Portugal-inspired items like posters, travel books, cork, and pottery items. I'll be adding more products, so stay on the watch. Link is in the description below. If you buy through my link, we will receive a small commission to support our project, but the price is exactly the same for you. Então, vamos lá começar! Understanding written accents is essential to help you read and pronounce words correctly. If a vowel has an acute accent on it, it not only means you need to stress that syllable, but depending on the vowel, you might have to open that vowel. This happens with the vowels A, E, and O. Let's take a look at words with an acute accent O at the end of a word. Pó, dominó, esquimó. If an O at the end of a word doesn't have a written accent, it has the sound oo, like in moo or zoo in English. This oo sound is also how you will pronounce the masculine definite article u. If you know Spanish, remember that O's at the end of words are very different in Portuguese. So let's practice together. Repeat after me. Carro, gato, quarto, alho, amarelo. If a word has a circumflex accent over the O, it closes the vowel, making a nasal sound. Avô, tricô, shampoo. O's other than at the end can be even more challenging to identify its sound. Should it be the open aw or the muted oo? The answer has to do with stress emphasis. The truth is most words in Portuguese do not have written accents. In those cases, you will usually stress the syllable before the last. Some exceptions good to know are words ending in R, L, I, and U, where you will stress the last syllable instead. Try to memorize these rules. They are very important to help you read Portuguese. In most cases of words that have stress emphasis on the O, on the syllable before the last, we will be saying the open O sound, aw. Let me give you some examples. Copo, resposta, camisola, envelope, bolota. If a no has an acute accent on it, it means this word deviated from the usual stress pattern. Therefore, you will stress the syllable that has the written accent on it, no matter where it is in a word. It will always have the open vowel sound aw. Óculos, escritório, próximo, relógio. The same open aw sound will be found with an O at the beginning of a word without a written accent. Let's see some examples. Obra, organização, oferecer, obter, opção. If you are reading words that have an O in an unstressed syllable, that O usually has the U sound. This is where I think most people struggle. Listen closely to these words. Murada, not morada. Almofada, not almofada. Toalha, not toalha. Some words might even have several unstressed O's. You will hear the U sound in all. Chocolate, momento, cotovelo, fotografia. Try not to be tempted to say the open O sound. I sometimes listen people doing this mistake with verbs as well. Poder, not poder. Gostar, not gostar. Remember, I said for words ending in R, you stress the last syllable. The informal word for could is podias, not podias. The PO isn't the syllable before the last, so we don't stress it. We are actually stressing the DI and not the PO. That is why we say pu instead of po. Podias ajudar-me? Less common, and as an exception, some words with O can have the closed sound O. Unfortunately, there is no rule to help you, but let's look at some examples. Olho, ovo, raposa, escova. In Portuguese, we also have several diphthongs with the letter O. I'll have to leave that for another video. Diphthongs are two vowel combo sounds. Some examples are the O, the same as the AUX in French, oi and oi. The nasal diphthong sound oin and ão, which this last one is stressed over the A. Lastly, you will also find the O with the nasal sounds on, written with a ON and a OM. I hope this video was helpful and will help you read and pronounce the letter O better. If you are not sure how to read the word, I suggest you write it on an online dictionary like reverso.net, which reads the words in European Portuguese. Another alternative is to try forvo.com. Just remember to select the European Portuguese. Leave me a like and a comment. It's always great to hear from you guys. Fiquem bem. Até a próxima!